A month passed. 1 month. It was the 10th time in that month. Jungkook brought flour for Taehyung, cake, ice cream for a week. This is what Taehyung said after the month of Jungkook buying stuff from them. Bringing flour doesn't have weight. Whatever you are trying to do, Taehyung said, but still took flour from Jungkook and walked into the kitchen. Jungkook followed behind him. Abhi, don't eat too much ice cream before dinner, Jungkook called out from Abhi, who sat in the living room, and he continued tailing behind Taehyung like puppy. Okay, Abhi started back before he stuffed his mouth with ice cream as he continued watching. If you did not buy too much of it, then he would be eating too much. Taehyung continued scowling at Jungkook as he replaced the flour in a vase with new ones. Jungkook ignored those words and sat on the kitchen counter, hanging his leg as he watched Taehyung. Do you wanna go on a trip this weekend? Jungkook asked, moving his leg back and forth. No, Taehyung said, walking out of the kitchen. Jungkook quickly jumped off the kitchen counter and walked behind him. Why are you busy? Jungkook asked, trailing behind Taehyung as he started walking around the house, picking up the mess we made. No, not you should stop bringing those things, Taehyung replied. Hey, Jungkook held Taehyung's arms and turned him around, pulling him towards him. What? Taehyung stopped while Jungkook palm over his lips. Do you think I am doing all this is impress you? I mean that too, but I am. I am doing this to make it up for all those years, as I promise I am going to make it up for you the rest of my life, Jungkook said. His eyes held a lot of emotion as he started at Taehyung. Taehyung pulled back and walked away, forgetting about the cloth he was supposed to pick up the ground. Taehyung went red for being that close to Jungkook, so it took some time to get normal. That night, Jungkook stayed for dinner and went home around 7 p.m. Another 3 weeks passed with Jungkook visiting them every day except for the last weekend. He went on a business meeting as the weekend, so he did not get to meet Taehyung or Abhi. It, it is the fourth week for second month when this happened. Second month, Taehyung did not text back to Jungkook. Text informing him about not being able to visit on weekend. He would be lying if he said he did not miss him, but he pushed that thought away from his head and walked into the school after parking his car in the parking lot and that assigned for teachers. Hey, Mr. Taehyung is here. Look, he heard some girl talk not far from him, but he walked like he did not hear anything because that's what Mr. Taehyung turned around at the voice of Miss Sarah, his colleagues and kind friend. Yes, Mrs. Taehyung replied, and his eyes went wild when he turned around to see what Sarah is holding. Here you go, Mister. Sarah exclaimed with a broad smile, giving him the 99 red rose barbecue. When he placed it on desk, it threw over all the place. Sarah, you know I am right. Taehyung asked, his eyes fixed on 99 rose on his desk. They are so red, so beautiful. He was stunned to see that many roses they are so beautiful. With what Sarah was about to say something, but Tehang interrupted him. And you are married. You got married like last month. You can't do this to your husband. Tehang said, still looking at those flowers. Oh, stupid! Sarah pulls his hand and walked around to sit on her desk, which is beside Tehang. Where is the world you thought those are from me? She asked, rolling her eyes. I am kidding. What happened? Tehang asked, gazing at the Sarah for the second before turning to the flower. They are too beautiful to not to look at. So there was this delivery boy standing at the entrance of the school this morning with 99 roses, she said, pointing at the roses. A lot of students rounded him, asking for the details about who sent them and from whom, but the delivery boy told them nothing, so they all got more curious and rounded up around him. By the time I got here an hour back, students were standing at the gates blocking the way from cars. So I stepped in the stood them away. Then I asked him whose those flowers are for. Tehang looked up at her as she tried of trying to be dramatic. For me, Tehang asked. Yes, she exclaimed. 99 rose means love you forever. Wow. She spoke in a very grave voice, away in like a teenager. Tehang's stomach did a little flip as he blushed. He knew who sent them in is you. His phone vibrated. You did not reply to my text. Thought you were mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I will be a sad guy if you don't talk to me. Tehang snorted at that text and pushed his phone back into his pocket. So with that means students know about this. So does principal. Oh my god, am I done? Tehang went face clean. It's too late to take a leave for today and run away. Tehang asked, putting helpless expression. Sorry, mister, it's too late, Sarah said, giving him a sad look. It did not take a long time for the principal to call him into his office and lecture about how he should behave like a teacher, that this is not a workplace to send flowers, it's a school, that he needs to learn work ethics, that he needs be a good teacher. He was always good at this, good and never got complaint. Being teacher means you got teach student. Does you call yourself a good teacher when he had lecture about the wrong you did? It was not his mistake, it was Jungkook. Tehang was so furious after hearing that lecture from that old man. Then he called Jungkook in that rage. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Hey, shut up, don't talk to me. What happened? Jungkook, I swear if I see around me again, I am moving out of this town with Avi. I don't freaking care, okay? Don't show me your face again unless you want to stop seeing Avi on weekends. With that, he hung up and he did not feel anything while he went off on Jungkook like that. But later he felt guilty for saying those things, so he texted him again after an hour. So he texts him again after an hour. I'm sorry, I should not have said that, but really, that too much is getting annoying. Don't bring me any flowers anymore, Jungkook. I'm sorry, I should not have sent them to school. I don't know what I have been thinking. I'm sorry. I don't care what does it done. I told you to stop bringing me flour. You always do this. Never listen to me. Jungkook, I'm sorry. I will listen to you. Please don't be mad. Whatever, you are not staying evening in my house anymore. Just drop away home like usual. Jungkook, I told you I'm sorry. Don't do that to me. I'm not changing my mind. You should learn to listen to me, Mr. Your class started 5 minutes. Heard Sarah say he as she walked out of the staff room. Shook his head. His felt dizzy out of nowhere. He did not say anything else. As he walked around the table to get towards the chairs, he fell down unconscious. After his first step, he heard students chanting his name before everything went black. Mr. Tehang, camera was the first one to run towards Tehang. Go bring nurse, he told someone referring at the school nurse. Tehang wake up in the school's infirmary. Mr. Tehang lie down for a second. He heard someone say. He realized it's a school nurse. Are you feeling okay? She asked after a minute. Yeah, just feeling a little dizzy. I skipped breakfast. Tehang replied and sat up. Are you sure it's because of not taking food? You fall unconscious suddenly. I think you should visit a doctor, she asked. No, it's okay. I am good now. Tehang smiled at her. Thank you. Tehang said, slipping out of his bed. You should probably go home for today, Mr. Tehang. Maybe visit a doctor too, she said again. I'm fine, really. Thank you again, he replied and drove home after talking with the principal. But the second he rushed home, he ran towards the bathroom and started cooking. He lied about not eating breakfast, but same time it was really the fault of my food. He thought and washed his mouth after flushing the toilet then went to take a nap. He did not wake up until Jungkook ran the front door that evening with Avi. Oh, hi, Avi. Tehang smiled, rubbing his eyes. He looked like he slept for a day with mark on his skin. Are you? Jungkook tried to ask, but Tehang did not give him a chance. Thank you for bringing him home. See you tomorrow. Tehang gave him a fake smile and shut the door. Bye, Dada. Avi shouted just before the door closed. I wanted to play with Dada. Why did not he stay today? Avi asked, pouting. He will play with you after a few days. Now go fresh up. Tehang kissed Avi's head and walked towards the kitchen. The night Tehang felt nonsense again after eating, but he did not vomit. The next morning he felt very sick after waking up. He had to call Hobby and ask him to bring Avi to school. He took leave from few more days as he did not feel very good. Jungkook brought Avi home as usual. Thank you, Tehang said, closing the door every evening. Is Appa okay? Jungkook asked Avi one day on his way to bring him home. He is acting differently, Avi replied, scratching his nose. But he did not look cute anymore. Definitely. Jungkook asked, yeah, he's not taking me to school like usual. Hobby took me to school for last 5 days. Appa is not eating with me. He always sleeping, Avi replied, pouting. Jungkook found out that other than that, nothing changed. He still doesn't let me eat ice cream for dinner, Avi said, making Jungkook chuckle. You should not eat ice cream for dinner, Avi. Jungkook said, but it's more delicious, Avi went and started talking about something that happened in school. Jungkook told himself that he is gonna check on Taehyung today, no matter what, even if he doesn't allow him inside. But his plan failed. Taehyung did not allow him to speak a word before he closed the door. When he came to take away home on weekend. Taehoon still did not speak more than a few words. 2 weeks had passed. Taehoon finally stopped booking and feeling sick. He was ready to go back to school after 2 weeks. From the day he passed out, he thought he was gonna die with all that sickness, but he survived. It's been a long time since he fell sick like that. Hobby called him the night before. Taehoon is planning to get back to work. Are you ready? Okay. Why don't you visit the hospital, stupid? You were sick for like 2 weeks. Hobby asked worriedly. I'm fine, Hobby. You are a doctor, are not you? You brought me the medicine. I hate hospital. I am fine now, thought Taehoon replied. Taehoon, I am a cardiologist. If you don't remember, I just brought you the medicine, my colleague's prescription. When I told her your symptoms for vomiting and sickness, Hobby signed into the whatever. I am fine now. I am not coming to any hospital. Taehoon, Mama, don't come at me as a ghost when you die in sleep one day, Hobby said, scrolling. Oh no, I will surely do that, Taehoon replied, making Hobby gone. You don't need to bring Hobby to school anymore. I am going to work from tomorrow, Taehoon said. Yeah, take care, thought Hobby said, family failing to convince Taehoon from visiting the hospital. But Taehoon hung up and went to sleep. It's the first of the second week of the third month when he started working again 3 months. That evening when Jungkook brought away home from school, Taehoon invited him inside. Surprisingly, Taehoon didn't know why he did that. He just felt the need of seeing him. He doesn't want to overthink, so he just admired him and got over with it. They were back at their routine of Jungkook staying evening at Taehoon's. It was going well until Jungkook started noticing something different in Taehoon's body. It's the last week of third month when Jungkook could not help but say it out. He had been thinking a lot about him these days, in that it slipped when he was talking to Taehoon. Appa, I am playing video game in my room. I finished my homework. Jungkook, okay, Avi shouted, running towards the guest room that Taehoon into Avi's room recently. Avi said all his friends had their own bedroom. He wanted one too, so Taehoon transferred the guest room into it. Avi even started sleeping alone in his new room. It's been a month since Taehoon started sleeping alone. Jungkook, who got to know about his new room, brought a video game for his room. Avi was never happy as he is now. So, do you want some help with preparing dinner? Jungkook asked. I don't remember asking you to stay for dinner, Taehoon remarked with the raised eyebrow. Oh, see, now you did. Jungkook grinned and walked into the kitchen before Taehoon could say anything. Taehoon rolled his eyes but did not kick him out. Jungkook is cutting some vegetable as Taehoon cook, standing at the stove. He is eating some cookies as he cooked. Every time Taehoon leaned down to take something from the bottom drawer, Jungkook needed to hit himself to stop staring at his back. Taehoon, Jungkook called. Taehoon asked with the mouth half full cookies. And did you notice the change? Jungkook asked, clapping as he looked over at Taehoon's body. Changing it what? Taehoon asked, clapping the cookies and drinking some water. Your body, Jungkook offered. Taehoon rolled his eyes. Yeah, I am eating a lot these days. I am getting fat. Is that what are you trying to say? Taehoon asked, knowing that Jungkook is calling him fat. He does again a little, but he is not fat. Okay, I don't say you are getting fat, Taehyung, Jungkook said, making Taehyung looking at him curiously. Then Taehyung asked, leaning into the counter. Jungkook, what the heck? Taehyung started, but he is blushing and smiling secretly. One piece, then just one piece, please, Taehyung. You can't be serious, Taehyung exclaimed. I am serious, Jungkook said. Taehyung stared at him for a second before cleaning his lips to his. Jungkook pulled him near, squeezing his back as he had been dreaming for the last few weeks. Taehyung cried into as Jungkook touched him over his body is way more reacting these days. He is hard by the time they stop at a freak. Taehyung cursed, stepping away. Taehyung cried into the as Jungkook touched him over his is way more reacting these days. He hard by the time they freak. Taehyung cursed, stopping away. Go before I kill you, Taehyung screeched, pushing Jungkook away. I love you. Bye bye, Jungkook stalled before running away. That night Taehyung had a wet dream and he was wet when he woke that morning. Dude, what the heck? We yelled, walking out of the Taehyung kitchen to see the owner himself lying carelessly on the couch as he of the munching on the snacks. What? Taehyung asked without taking his eyes off the TV screen. Hobie groaned as he stamped all weight was the single couch beside the one Taehyung is lying. Why do you have to eat all the snacks? Hobie childishly as he hugged the pillow in his chest. Because this is my house and I am the one who brought them, Taehyung countered unbothered. Hobie threw the pillow at Taehyung, barely hit him before falling on the ground. That rude, Hobie, don't make me kick you out of my house, Taehyung replied, laughing at Hobie, who glared. Did you forget who helped you eat all the snacks you brought all these years, you ungrateful? Hobie huffed. Remind me to charge you for the sake you eat all these years, and replied. Why are you being so mean and moody these days? Because why can't Taehyung reply smugly and fat? I am not fat, Taehyung hissed, grabbing the pillow from the ground and throwing it back at Hobie. Yeah, whatever helped you sleep tonight, Hobie laughed, finally happy that he got an non-Taehyung and just getting and hotter, Taehyung added and blushed as he remembered how Jungkook said the same word to him a few days back. Oh, what are you blushing from? I am seeing that a lot these days. Did something interesting happen with your ex-husband? Hobie asked curiously. No, Taehyung exclaimed, remembering how he hugged off last night thinking about Jungkook. I am so freaking weird, Taehyung thought. Come on, you tell me everything, Hobie pressed, still curious. No, I don't know why I do that anyway, Taehyung half shitting up. Because I am your best friend, Hobie said, grinning. Taehyung rolled his eyes at that. There is nothing is happening between me and my ex-husband, Taehyung said, liking he is talking to a kid. It's Hobie's turn to roll his eyes. Speaking of him, now that he took a week out for the weekend, what are you planning to do this weekend? Hobie asked. I don't know, just hang out with my freak of best friend, Taehyung replied. Oh well, let's hang out then. When they started watching they tried because Hobie would not shut his mouth from more than 10 times. Hey, do you remember when Seravi and Sia are legit soulmate? Hobie asked after a few minutes. What about it? Asia is calling him big brother last weekend. I am very heartbroken. I thought were gonna be family in the future. Hobby spoke acting dramatic with his hand over his heart. First of all, Eva, they are still kids. Don't be gross. I am not be. Second of all, sorry bro, I am barely tolerate. You are my best friend, but shut up. No one can kiss. They hung snap and went back to watching TV. It's been 10 minutes when Hobby started running again. Dude, please let's do something fun. I would rather spend my whole day working extra shifting than watching this sick Hobby spoke. Young sign but can agree with that Hobby said. And then so is can we go get some drink. Tehang asked, standing up, stretching his body after lying for a few hours on the couch. I don't think it's good. You were sick not long ago, Hobby said worriedly. That's what long ago. I will go grab a jacket. We will leave. Tehang waved up and started walking away. Tehang heard Hobby call from behind. He wanted to turn around and why he is shouting, but then could not hear him properly. Everything went black. Hey, Tehang. Sick, what happened? Tehang asked, blinking his eyes open. You pass out and I am waiting for you to wake up if we can go to the hospital. Hobby said, extremely standing away from the couch. Tehang lying on what? No, Tehang exclaimed, sitting up. Shut up, we are going. Even if I had to drag you, I don't want my best friend just because he was scared to go to hospital. Hobby said, frowning. I'm not scared, Tehang said, giving Hobby a weird look. Then let's go, Hobby said, almost dragging Tehang along with him. Hello, Mr. Tehang. How are you feeling? Cardiologist Dr. Miss asked as soon as he sat in the seat opposite to her with Hobby beside him. She looked around 15 years old. I am feeling good right now, Tehang replied. Is this young man your husband? She asked formally to Hobby. No, Tehang said, laughing at her question. We was confused. Boyfriend, she asked again. No, he is my best friend, Tehang replied, not wanting to play this guessing room anymore. Oh, she chuckled, but then Miss genuinely like she was about to say some good news indeed. She was about to congratulations, you are pregnant. She smiled happily, handing Tehang his reports.